Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bart Bartlett, and I'm coming to you from my office. You'll see my office is actually my vision board. It's where I see my future self going. I'm doing this call every day until the end of September. So every day I want to come to you with the topic of I'm not throwing away my shot, the secret sauce to becoming an entrepreneur. And you might say, well, I'm not an entrepreneur. Okay, that's all right. But you need to think like an entrepreneur because that's how you get ahead. That's how you become the person you are intended to be. And that's how you wake up every morning and you know that you just unwrapped two gifts, your eyes, because now you can see what is ahead. Let me share with you what I'm talking about today. I'm not here to sell you anything, just to have a true unscripted chat with you. You can see it there. I'm not giving away my shot. It's the secret sauce to becoming an entrepreneur. And this is day 2 of what we're talking about. And so let's get right into it. First of all, I may very well talk about some money that you can make or the money that people make here. So I'm going to give you a quick disclaimer real quick up front. Here's one thing I will guarantee 100%. If you will say this to yourself, if it is to be, it is up to me. It's up to you. Your job, your life, the way things roll, it's totally up to you. So what is the secret sauce? As we start talking about this, and yesterday I hit on this when I revealed the secret sauce yesterday. If you weren't with us, I'm going to go into a deeper dive with it today. Many people say that the secret sauce to being a very successful entrepreneur is to have great mentoring. Well, that's partially true. You can have great mentoring, but it doesn't mean you're going to be successful. And you go, okay, well, maybe the real secret sauce then is having amazing coaching. And one thing we do know, every successful person, whether it's Barack Obama or Simone Biles, Oprah Winfrey, Josh Groban, Adele, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, it doesn't matter who it is, every one of those has a coach and they also have a mentor. But they also know what the secret sauce is. And the secret sauce to anything you do is modeling. It's where you take what you see someone that you emulate, someone that you say, gee, I think I could be like that person. And you start to put that into your daily lives. That is the secret sauce to being successful in anything you do. Jim Rohn says that you are the average of the 5 people you most associate with. Jim Rohn is someone that I follow and I study. But there's also 5 people right now in my life that I can say yes, because they're in my life, I'm going to be someone that's going to be successful. Because here's something else we know. It comes from another person that I study and follow, and that's Les Brown. And Les Brown says if you are the richest, most successful person in your group, you're in the wrong group. You need to find another one. And that's what I've done. Who are some of the people that I consider part of my 5? One of them is Holton Buggs. Holton Buggs is the most successful person ever in the world of network marketing. And you go, look, I've tried MLMs. I'm not doing that. So is he. So you know what he did? He did something different. And that's how I became involved with what we have here. Because here's what's different. HB, as we call him, and Jim Rohn, Les Brown, any of them will tell you, you have to work harder on yourself than you do at your job. And that's true. And that's what I do. So I too can be successful. So I listen to HB. I model after HB. Every day I listen to something that he has done, or I'm fortunate enough to be part of a group. It's called Project 72. There's only 72 of us in it. And HB dialogues with us in that group. I'm always finding nuggets, how I can take what I do to the next level. Here's another person, Edwin Haynes. a person that I truly have complete admiration and respect for. I had the very fortunate opportunity to be invited to a dinner that all five of the people I'm about to show you were at. I had the honor of spending a few moments talking to Mr. Haynes. And that's when it dawned on me what the real secret sauce is. Because every one of these people model after Holton Buggs, who models after people who've been successful. They all have other people in their lives. You can't just have one person. That's why it says you're the average of the five you must associate with. Peter and Karen Hirsch, two of my, God, I can't say enough about Peter and Karen Hirsch. Love them both. Why? Because at the heart of everything they do is philanthropy. It's giving back. Because just like a boomerang you toss out, when you toss out goodwill, goodwill comes back to you. And that's what is also at the heart of what all of us do here. Yes, I'm part of iBoomerang. I'm not here to sell you iBoomerang. I'm here to show you that when you become part of something and you become part of it because you know it's going to help you become a better person, that's a win-win. The fifth person is this guy right here, Mr. Johnny Wimbrey. Didn't even know who Johnny Wimbrey was. You can see right there who knew Johnny Wimbrey was long before I knew who Johnny Wimbrey was. Johnny Wimbrey is a best-selling author. He is a sought-after motivational speaker. Every one of these people are multimillionaires. Am I? Not yet. But I surround myself with people who are, because they teach me. I've already been on 2 sessions with Johnny Wimbrey this morning. Did he know I was there? That doesn't matter. I knew I was there. I showed up. So what does all of this have to do with anything? That's what we're going to talk about today. It's called belligerent tenacity. You see, I also have people in my life that I call accountability partners, people that I talk to on a consistent basis. And last night, one of my accountability partners reached out to me. She said, "Hey, Bart, you have just a short time. You got 5-10 minutes. I just got to talk to someone." And I said, "Sure, Tricia, let's start talking." Well, you know how the clock works? 10 minutes becomes almost an hour and a half. But it was an amazing conversation. And Tricia said something to me I never thought of. She says, "Bart, you have belligerent tenacity." And I thought about that. And I thought, wow, you're right. And here's what belligerent tenacity means to me. First of all, as you can see the guy pushing the rock up the hill there. Number one, I'm not giving up. I'm staying tuned in. I'm focused. I'm turning off the noise. Now, I may step on some toes with this, and if I do, good. If someone says to you, "Just do what I do, and you'll have the success I have," I want you to call BS on that. Just because you do what they did does not guarantee you will have the success they have without belligerent tenacity. Because you see, you're going to hit different obstacles than they hit. You're different from them. What may be easy for them might be difficult for you, and what might be a piece of cake for you might be difficult for them. But it's the way in which you approach something. It's the way in which you go about doing it. So how do I stay belligerently focused and have that tenacity? It's because I constantly feed my mind and listen to people like the 5 people I just showed you. Those are just 5 of the people. Deepak Chopra, another person I listen to every morning. Oprah Winfrey. A college mate of mine, believe it or not, he probably doesn't even remember me, but I remember him. I listened to a speech given by Matthew McConaughey this morning. And yeah, it brought back some things, and it reaffirmed that belligerent tenacity that's within me. So why am I coming to you about this? Because I want to show you something. You may think, you know what? You're talking to people who charge tens of thousands of dollars in which to get this type of training, this type of mindset rewiring, if you will. And you're exactly right. Remember I mentioned iBoomerang and Holton Buggs, and he knew that that company would never be successful without this at the forefront of it. So let me share something with you. You see, Holton Bugs designed what's called the prib, and that's an acronym, one of my favorite four-letter words, prib, that means perpetual residual income builder. And when it started, we gave out access, free access to travel. And anytime anyone traveled, I got paid half of what they saved. And you go, okay, so, well, let me ask you this. What if you gave people access to Amazon? And every time someone orders from Amazon, you now get paid. That's the concept. You see, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, all of those have become who they are because we told someone else about it, or we shared something, or we did something, and that increased their customer base, that increased their visibility. Did we get paid anything for that? No, but here we do. And just like Amazon got started with books, the Prib got started with travel, but now it's so much more. We have Vibe. Mr. Bugs bought his own drive share company. We're already in 2 states operational, 6 cities, about to go into 2 other states, across the US, across the world, going into Mexico with this. And it's just, it's an incredible concept. I can talk about that much later. It's not why I'm here. But you see, there's also other products and services. He knew, just like Amazon, it wasn't going to take off and become the Amazon it is today if all they did was sell used books. HB knew that too. So now we've introduced Zents. It's the world's first no-touch wearable technology. It's like having a diffuser anytime you want it. And you wear it, and very few people can even notice you're wearing it or see it. I'm wearing one right now. Can you see it? If I do this, you might can see it right there. Last weekend, a week ago, this is like day 7 now, I mean day 9 now. I lost my footing going down the stairs and slipped and bruised my ego, but also bruised my butt and my back. And I mean, it's pretty serious. And I was in some major pain. Got better. Today's been a struggle for me. But I put in that eucalyptus, which is the energizer, and I'm wearing it now. And guys, it's like the pain is going away. I feel so much better because I'm breathing this. This is aromatherapy. It does work. We have launched this. This is what I was talking about, Project 72. I'm one of 72 people HB chose to help pre-market this. I want you to look at that. Look at this also. We've also launched Bill Genius. Bill Genius is free. And you go out and you give Bill Genius your bills, like your cellular bill, your internet bill, your satellite bill, your cable TV bill, your satellite music bill. And Bill's going to assign some people to it, and they're going to go to work, and they're going to negotiate a cheaper price for you. And if they can get it, then he's going to pass that savings on to you, and you guys are going to split that savings. Here's what's really cool. You never have to mark in your calendar again when that is going to expire. Bill Genius knows that his team's going to take care of it. Last night, I got confirmation from Bill Genius that he saved on my satellite radio bill over 50% of what I was paying. I'm going to pay like $23 for the next year. That's unheard of. But Bill Genius did that for me. The service is free. There it is. I mean, this is the type of concept. So why am I mentioning this? Because this is how I'm getting paid to improve myself. This is how I'm having 24/7 access to the training of Holton Bugs, of Edwin Haynes, of Peter and Karen Hirsch, of Johnny Wimbrey, of countless others in our organization. We have a library back there that I have access to. Every day I spend a couple of hours just with that. I turn off the noise. I don't listen to the news. If something's important, I'll get an alert on my phone. I'll decide whether or not I watch that. I don't even watch TV anymore. Why? Because I see the power of what's happening and where I'm going with this. And here's something else even more amazing. HB has announced new verticals come out each quarter. We're anticipating another, and then another, and then another. I myself, just to show you the power of how this works, when I was at that dinner I mentioned with Mr. Haynes and Mr. Buggs, the Wembrys, the Hirsches, at that time, I was in what's called the 500 Club, which means I had 500 customers. That made me in the top 1% of the company and just giving out this iGo platform for free. I had 500 plus people that I did that for. And that was in February of 2020. Today, I'm sitting at nearly 2,200 people that I've given out to. That's my customer base. That anytime they do any one of these things or things that are about to happen, I'm going to get paid. How did I make that transformation? Two things. Number one, I started modeling because I saw firsthand what HB was doing, what the Wembrys were doing, the Hirsches, the Haynes, Mrs. Buggs was doing. I stayed tuned in and I stayed focused and I started modeling. And there's my results right there. So what I want to do is invite you to go out to my website, gogetbart.com. And if you go out to gogetbart.com, then you're going to see out there more about what we have, what we're working with here, and what's going on with the organization. There will be a link out there that you can go to and even get more information. There's a couple of YouTube videos out there. Send me your contact information and I will make sure that I get back with you and we'll have a personal consultation. My name is Bart. I am so proud that I have belligerent tenacity and that I'm modeling after some of the absolute best people in the world. And yes, I've met all 5 of these people. I've never met Deepak Chopra. I've never met Oprah Winfrey, but I watch them as well. You don't have to meet them. You just have to be belligerently committed and have the tenacity to make it happen. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk about more things, be totally unscripted. I'll see you then. Until then, make it an amazing, amazing hump day. Boom.